Welcome to Bless Your Hardt, presented by Arby's. We're live here at the Fan Day at JR Motorsports. SiriusXM has been live since, I think, 9 in the morning. Mike and some friends were just on the stage, and now Amy and myself are up here. And after us will be another hour of Door Bumper Clear with Jordan Bianchi. But we're thankful to be here. We want to thank Arby's for providing our lunch today. I like the buffalo chicken sliders. If you thinking about what you want off the menu, their sliders are insane. So we're thankful to partner with them here at Dirty Mo Media and also with JR Motorsports. And as we like to do, Amy, I want you to say hello.
I want to start you guys off with the drink of the week. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We're excited to do the live show.
Yes.
Our drink of the week, presented by High Rock, of course, is the Sudachi Lime Splash. So we had this a couple of weeks ago.
There you go.
And we have dubbed this the drink of the summer. So you have...
It's fantastic.
It's so light and so good. Red Bull Sudachi Lime, which I was calling Dale Dachi, and I feel like that's more fun, right? 1 ounce of High Rock, 1 ounce of pineapple juice, and 1 ounce of fresh lime juice. And you just pour it all in this little glass. And it's delicious. So try that out. Have anyone had one? And you have it? Is it good?
Yeah.
You like it?
So, full transparency, we started working with Red Bull a year ago. We did some Soapbox Derby stuff on Discovery Channel. And obviously, working with Connor Zilic, who's a Red Bull athlete. We went to the F1 race with Red Bull, which was absolutely a blast. And I've enjoyed their product over the years. And Steve Letarte has a couple Red Bulls up in the booth. One thing, when we have them 600 milers like we will this weekend, he might tap into a couple of those, and I might steal out of the cooler. But this Sudachi, that's how you say it?
Sudachi.
Oh, that's a good job.
Lime Splash.
You nailed it.
I'm going to tell y'all, I've drank a lot of Red Bull. I like the red, all the different flavors they have. This one is miles better than anything else they got. I mean, we're all going to like what we like. We all love our stuff, how we love it. But this is by far my favorite flavor of Red Bull. And so, Anyways, make sure you got your little High Rock vodka for the weekend. Thank you, High Rock Vodka, for everything you do for us here. Me and Amy are equity owners in that brand, and it's doing fantastic.
It is. Please visit highrockvodka.com if you want to find a bottle near you. They have a store locator, and you can find all of the Stereo Line's products, including High Rock Vodka. And then you got to remember to be 21 years or over as well. So drink responsibly.
It's lime. It's the lime in this drink. I love it.
Is it tart? Is that why you like it?
Yes. It's like candy.
It's like candy.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Candy fan.
Amy, how are you doing this morning?
I'm a little rough. Thanks.
Wow, you gonna call her out?
Thanks for pointing that out, Travis. I'm a little shaky. I had a charity event last night. I went to this Speedway Children's charity event with some girlfriends, and I had too many.
That's something I can't do. I can't call her out right in front of everybody.
I'm sorry.
Let's see how she's doing.
No,
I'm a little shaky.
Yeah, I can't believe she's gonna smack you.
No, I'm not.
I'm nice there, though.
Okay. I don't see how you can get away with it.
He's sitting pretty far away.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But you went to the Speedway Children's charity event last night.
I did. It was amazing.
There was a band.
The band Perry played.
The band was the band Perry?
The band was Perry.
Perry. They just call themselves Perry? No, they're the band Perry.
The band Perry is their band name.
The band is the band Perry.
Oh, my God.
That's tough. Did they think about that when they named themselves?
I think they were hoping this would happen. People would just keep repeating it just to try to make sense of it.
Well.
But it was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was over at the 10 Tenths Speedway.
That's right.
Strange name for a speedway.
I don't understand what 10 tenths means.
These are my friends, so I can talk crap about it.
Marcus and Cassie Smith, yes. Put
10
on the event.
Tenths Speedway.
What does it mean?
Well, I
Is it
guess
10 out of 10?
10 tenths of a second. I don't know.
Does it have to do with racing?
10 tenths. I don't know.
Do you know, Travis?
I'll Google.
There's a
work the Google.
There's a vague reference to, like, when you're racing hard, you're going 110%, or you're going 10 tenths. You're giving it all you got. You're I don't know. I'm just trying to make it make sense.
Well, you haven't been over there to race either.
I have been over there.
But you haven't raced a car yet.
Nope. I had a friend of mine had a birthday party there, and I went. It's pretty neat.
Really?
Yeah. My buddy Garrett Barger, he was retiring, actually, not a birthday party. Maybe it was his
40th.
It was his 40th. No, he's my age.
Oh, shoot, that's right. 50 then.
Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Anyways, this guy's a retired trooper, and he had a big party. And it's the first time I went over. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's great.
They built this. You'll see it if you go over to the racetrack this weekend. Maybe you've already been over there. But they got a road course right next to Charlotte Motor Speedway. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's an event space with a road course behind. And so, like, Marcus and Mr. H, they'll
Yeah.
take their fancy cars out there. And
They go
play.
out there and run their fancy cars.
Yeah, like the Ferraris
Yeah.
and things like that.
Man,
Yeah.
stock cars. That's where it's at.
I don't know.
I don't know about them fancy cars.
I don't either. Well,
Yeah.
we don't really have any of those.
Look,
Anyway.
before we carry on, we've got a lot of topics to get into. We got a game to play, but there's a bit of, I guess, some news that's come out in the last hour. Kyle Busch, I'm just going to read a quote that has been posted on social media from his group. Kyle is experiencing a severe illness resulting in hospitalization. He's currently undergoing treatment and will not compete in any of his scheduled activities this weekend at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're asking for understanding and privacy as our family navigates this situation. That's just super scary. We're thinking about Kyle. I was texting with him yesterday morning about some cool stuff that we wanted to do together. And, so anytime anybody in our family, the whole industry is one giant family, and anytime anybody has any kind of a challenge in their lives, our hearts go immediately to them. So we're thinking about Kyle and Samantha and their family, hoping that he's getting the treatment that he needs and that we can see him back at the racetrack very, very soon. So just be thinking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It is. It is really scary. So the speaking about Red Bull, I've been finding myself when working with Red Bull. I've been finding myself in some unique scenarios and situations. Of course, they do racing.
What does that mean?
Well, a lot of people I think were surprised to see me doing the Red Bull Soapbox Derby stuff
Oh, okay.
or the Soapbox race on Discovery last year, and they weren't they weren't sure what to think about that. But a lot of people enjoyed it, and we had a lot of fun doing that. I did it with bags, and you can watch that on, I guess it's still streaming on Discovery. But I had never been to a real soapbox race event.
The
and
live event, yeah.
Yeah, they have a YouTube channel. There's 27 million something subscribers, and they have these Red Bull soapbox races all over the world, and you can watch them, and it's hilarious. There's often a lot of crashing, spectacular, flips and spills, and these carts and vehicles that these people are racing down this course. It's always in a city. They're just going straight down the street, a big incline. There's jumps and all kinds of stuff, and these carts just fall apart. And they're homemade, and there's always a theme to each cart. And so if you haven't checked it out, it's really, really entertaining. And they do some other stuff too. I think over in Europe they fly vehicles off into the channel, the English Channel, and see who can fly the furthest. Because Red Bull gives you wings. They're playing off of that theme. They do all kinds of fun, crazy stuff. And we always usually end up laughing during this stuff. So it's a lot of fun. I'd never been to one of those in person. I'd seen that stuff on YouTube before. But they had a race in Los Angeles. They invited us to it.
Yeah.
And so you and I got to go see it firsthand. And I got to...
we got to take a friend along.
You did?
To do the initial ride.
Some of y'all might know
track.
Brad Burrows. He is an actor. If you guys remember the Sunoco racing fuel commercial where the guy's waving the checkered flag,
Long pony,
and he's like
hair.
a construction worker.
Yeah.
That's Brad. You know when Brad was doing that commercial, you know what his full-time job was? He was mowing grass on the farm. Yes.
Is Brad the one that took the shots in Key West that got slapped?
Brad did
Yes.
Brad took some. There's a shot you can
Brad
take.
likes to have a good time too.
Well, let's explain what that is. There's a shot you can take in Key West in a bar, and they'll smack you. You take the shot, and then the gal.
The bartender literally slaps you across
Slaps
the
you,
face. I don't know why
yes.
anybody would sign up to do that.
Well, none of us were interested in
It
that.
seems very
except
popular,
for
though.
Brad. He's a stuntman, and so anyhow, he's an actor. He was in night school. He had a little spot in night school as a tow truck driver. So he's done a lot of videos, and you've seen him in racing commercials. He's probably done about 300 racing commercials over the last 2 decades, and you've seen him in there and didn't even know it. We took him with us, and we made him go down the course in one of the vehicles.
The stunt dummy doing
Yes.
the initial.
He was the
let's see
guinea
how
pig.
dicey this is. And
The
so
first
he got to
person
get-
down the course was
Yeah.
Brad.
Yeah.
And so
He was so nervous and scared.
Brad,
He didn't know how to work the vehicle, and part of his looked like a Red Bull can.
Yeah.
And so he gets in there, and part of the steering housing or something was not even bolted down, so they just took that out. And he's holding on to it, like,
Yeah.
do I need this? What's this going to do?
Yeah.
Is this whole thing just going to fall apart? So from the get-go, he was like, this is this sucks and I'm gonna die.
Brad is currently not mowing grass on the farm anymore. He's a FedEx driver in Illinois.
Yes.
And so I called him and I said, hey, bud, I got a job I think you might want to do. So he met us in L.A. We sent him down the course. I got to interview some of the other participants, which was a lot of fun. They're all full of energy, and there was one team that won the race. They were all Vin Diesel. All of them had bald heads, and their cart was Vin Diesel. They ended up winning the race, yeah. And so it was just a lot of fun.
The creativity and the energy
Yeah.
of the teams is really fun. They have over 700 entries, and they have to get it down to 40 people.
Red Bull is so when I partnered with them, they're like, hey, we need you to go to like 3 live events, and they'll send me like 7 or 8 places that I could, things they have going on, whatever, crazy wild stuff they've got going on all over the country, and you just kind of pick, all right, that looks fun. So that was one of the ones we got to do, and I don't know where we're going to end up next, but it's probably going to be at something that I never thought I would experience. That's kind of the deal with Red Bull, but that was a lot of fun. We got home, and we had a graduation. Or was that before the graduation? That was before the graduation, wasn't it?
I
Or
don't
no?
remember. I can't remember what today is.
Yes.
That was on
Um,
Thursday.
Yeah.
The girls have finished school. Nicole finished last week, and then Isla finished on Monday. So we had some graduations. Isla didn't really graduate from anything. She just
Dude.
finished out her year.
Man.
But Nicole finished preschool. She graduated from preschool.
Yeah.
And that was a tearjerker for me. It's
Yeah,
like the end of an era. It's all big girl stuff now. Everybody with little kids understands this. When you get to that space and you want your kids going to the same school for easy drop off and all the things, it frees up a lot of time. But it's just sad because they're going to get bigger and they're not going to be little babies anymore.
I think I can speak for everybody here. When y'all finished the 3rd grade, you just got up and walked out of the classroom. and mom or dad picked you up, and that was the end of it.
That was that.
Boy, we was in the auditorium. There was a big production.
You get a gown.
There was awards.
Yeah.
There was gowns. That was for 3rd grade. For 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
They do it for all of the classes. All of the teachers.
I love
give
it.
Each
I
one
just,
of their students a certificate.
wish I would have had something like that when I was graduating 3rd grade.
Do you want a certificate? I can write your.
That was tough. 3rd was good.
That's what
4th
yours is
was
going to
really
say.
tough.
Tough. He's too tough.
4th grade was really tough.
Chatty Cathy.
I don't know how I got through that one. Yeah.
The 4th grade?
Yeah.
What's so bad about the 4th grade?
I don't remember paying much attention. I don't know how I got the grades.
That's 4th grade kind of is a blur for me too.
Yeah. I remember spider writing. You remember spider writing?
No, what the hell was that?
No, where you write your name and then you color around it with different colors and it makes this big, bright.
Doodling is what they call that.
Oh.
You did that.
That's
that
the
was
kind
what you did in the 4th
That's the
grade?
kind of projects we did in 4th grade.
Oh my gosh. That
Now
explains a lot.
Isla's doing division
Yeah, she's
and all
doing
kinds of stuff.
math.
Yeah, they're way more advanced.
It's what we want, right?
I guess. I don't
She
know. I
came
feel
home and she had nothing but spider writing.
when
you'd
she
be
comes
like,
home
"Really?"
with her homework, I feel bad for her, man. I'm like, I didn't have to do this.
I have a
Sorry,
feeling
I'm not supposed to cuss.
I have a
Sorry,
feeling
we're
he
on
was
XM.
Supposed to do the thing.
Forgive me.
And just
Hopefully, we got a 7-second delay. Somebody got the button there.
we need a bleep.
Yeah. Now I don't. I look at the homework the kids are doing, and I'm
Lost.
they're like that. They're doing stuff that I was probably doing 2 or 3 grades up.
Yeah, it's a
You know
little
what
bit more
I mean? Yeah.
advanced. But you had this issue.
I
too with
remember
our
being
spelling
able to.
words.
I remember being able to graduate out of high school only doing 2 algebras.
Really?
Yes. Y'all remember that? Now you can't get them credits. Them 2 algebra classes ain't gonna get you graduated. Now you got to do, what's the next one? Calculus. Boy, I did everything I could not to do calculus. I was like, I ain't cut out for
I
calculus.
signed up for all of that stuff.
I just need to add and subtract in racing.
And
That's all I
paint
need to do.
scheme. And paint scheme. That's all we're
Yeah.
doing. Just some basics.
I had some friends going into calculus. I'm like, what are you going into that for? You don't have to.
You
You
have
can
to
still
do
graduate
this.
without it.
You don't have to do this,
You don't?
man.
Yeah. That was my idea.
You just wanted them to stay with you.
Yeah. And I love telling this story. I had to you had to have 2 foreign language credits. And so I wasn't smart enough to take Spanish. I took French. When Spanish is kind of
Wait,
French. You took
Yeah.
French.
well, Spanish has some similarities to our own language, right? So it's a little bit easier. I took French, and it has no similarities,
No.
right? And so I'm in French class, and I know like a month or 2 in, I've made a massive mistake. I failed French 1.
You did?
Yes. and I went to summer school for French 1
and
passed it.
Wow.
And then I failed French 2.
I failed Spanish too.
You did?
I failed French 2. I didn't do summer school after French 2. I took it the second year.
You just stayed in the same classroom over and
I
over
took
and over.
French 2 the second year and failed it again. And then I went to summer school and passed it. And there was this nice little lady that gave me the summer school class. Mm-hmm. And the original French teacher protested me passing in summer school. Yeah, she's
like, this is not right.
Yeah. It
There's
was a
no
he.
way.
He was like, ain't no way he knows
ain't
it.
No way.
Ain't no way he knows it.
Well, you do remember a little French.
But I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm never going to graduate.
Because of French.
Yeah.
I took Latin like a dummy. I thought somebody told me that was going to help you on your SATs and your ACT scores, and it did not.
The only thing good about French class was every Friday we listened to music. And so he'd pull out a record player and have a bunch of records, and we would play records. And a lot of it was French music, and we're all singing along. But we played, he would allow us to play Stairway to Heaven, and we sang it in French.
That's so weird.
We always, every Friday, we got Stairway in Heaven. That was not going to be denied, right?
I can't believe I'm actually learning new things about you still.
Hey, it just comes up. It's not in there.
Oh, it's back in the filing cabinet?
Yeah, it's way in the back part, and the more I talk, the more it comes out. Does that make sense?
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
This Red Bull's helping.
I hear that you. So we've talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Dale had a moment with the football coach at the high school.
Oh yeah. Speaking of high school, man, we're
just going
to doing a high school thing.
We're just going to loop it around. Yeah.
Dale got big timed.
I got big time.
He got big time by the football coach years ago, and we just talked about that. And then they sent him some gear from the high school.
Yes.
And so Dale actually got a phone call.
I got
from the coach.
A friend texted me and said, "Hey, I know the coach. Coach heard about this. His wife gave him the clip, and he would love to talk to you." And I'm like, oh, man, I'm in trouble.
I would have been scared to call him.
And but I called him. I'm like, I'm going to make this right. I called him, and I talked to him. He's like, man, I remember that. He was like, I was in the middle of doing something. I was on a tractor, and I couldn't. I was like, I got to finish what I'm doing. He's like, I regret not getting down and saying, hey. I'm like, dude, you were fine. I felt stupid for even assuming I could go over there and just get your attention.
But he, too, had been thinking about it for a long time, apparently.
And I told him, I'm like, you got to remember, man,
That's so funny.
I'm like just recently graduated. I hadn't been out of high school long. And I'm like, you're the football coach. Like, you're the man. Every male, at least, that goes to this high school looks up to you. Like, you're the football coach. You're a leader. You're shaping lives, you know. You're teaching these young guys on the football field and even people that aren't playing, you know, how to grow up. And so I'm thinking, man, you know, I was.
He was just trying to teach you a lesson, is what you were thinking.
Well, I was just trying to go meet somebody I looked up to and wish them good luck in the coming season. And I was like, don't think anything. He was like, I feel bad. I was like, don't think anything about it. I feel stupid. But we did talk.
Have the same feelings.
Yeah. Talk to the coach. He's retired now.
So does he still have that same hair?
Because that was 30 years ago.
That was, it was quite a while ago.
Yeah. We settled it up. Sorted it out. Some weird thing that happened. This tiny little interaction. We cleaned it up 30 years ago.
That's good.
Yep. Isn't that nice?
It is so nice.
Yeah.
You know what's not nice?
What?
Getting pulled over by cops. So it's Nicole's last day of preschool.
Y'all got to give her a hard time. I'm telling you.
He usually is not in the car with me going to preschool. He takes Isla to school. I take Nicole to school.
This was freaking fantastic.
And there's a stoplight right next to the school. You have to U-turn. There's no left turn into the parking lot. So I do this every single day. Mm-hmm. We get to the light. Everybody in front of me and behind me does the same thing. We don't wait for that thing to turn green. We just make our U-turn. And I did this on the last day of preschool, and I immediately got pulled over by a cop. There was a cop right behind me, and he's like, you look like you're from out of town. I'm like, actually, I'm a local, and I just taking my daughter to school here because the plates on the car.
The plates on the car got a Florida plate on from our dealership.
And I should have just gone with that, except I had to give him my license, and he would have figured it out anyway. I was like, honestly, I do this every day. And he's like, oh, well, you can't turn unless it's green. I'm like, well, it says U-turn. It says U-turn. Like, I don't know what the laws are. I grew up in Texas. We don't have U-turns in Texas like that. And there's a protected right-hand turn catty corner to me. It's like the whole thing's a mess, to be honest.
Was the light red?
The light was red, and I ran it.
At what point have you ever said, I'm allowed to go when it's red?
That day and every other day preceding it.
I know it, right? I know it.
Hey, I usually take your side on a lot of things. I can't on this one.
We're sitting there, and I'm like, I'm like, it was red, and you're turning across traffic because there's cars. We're at an intersection, right? So there's cars coming from our left that could be turning right to go down.
There was nobody in that lane.
I know, but there are whether there's cars there or not, you're turning across traffic.
I didn't turning across. I was not turning across.
You're turning.
I'm literally turning around the median.
Your U-turn is putting you into oncoming traffic that's coming from the opposite direction, and so that's why the red light is there to keep you from stop. It's your turn. Wait for your turn. Amy said, "Well, there's you can turn on reds that are right." So she thought if you can turn right on a red, why can't you turn left on it?
Well, like if you have a double right turn, the exit 33 turn, you can turn right out of the left lane.
Dude,
at a red light.
You can turn right on a red light.
Listen, I made a
You got to wait
myself.
and look.
I've done it so many times. I can't believe
I couldn't believe it.
With him in the car too.
She's been out there breaking the law all this time.
With the kids in the car.
Every day, breaking the law.
I mean, we ain't even got the wheel straight from the U-turn, and it was like, whoop,
Yeah.
whoop.
Yeah.
I was like, holy moly.
Yeah, and he goes, what's
Oh,
that?
we are real.
Nicole goes, what is that? I was like, it's a police car. She goes, we're getting pulled over?
Yeah. And hey, we are pulled.
A real police officer?
We are pulled over right beside the school. We are looking into the parking lot at all of the other parents that are waiting to drop their kid off.
And they can see us.
Witnessing all of this. Mm-hmm. And Amy says to me, you just ought to get out and take her down there.
I don't want her to be late at this point. I'm like, well, I don't know how long this is going to take.
Get out and walk across the street and take her down this.
We were next to the sidewalk.
Yeah.
It would have been fine. I just wanted him to get out of the car more than anything. I was like, he doesn't need to
What was the guy in the police car going to think when I got out of the car?
I don't know.
Mid stop. Like you were supposed to stay in the vehicle.
Well, the driver was in the vehicle.
He's gonna think we're a bunch of lunatics.
Well, we
ran a red light, and now we're getting out of the car.
Suspects on the run.
We should have just started running around it and screaming bees. What was that movie?
Tommy
Boy.
Boy.
Help me, Tom Cruise.
I'm on fire.
Yeah. Well, I loved it because our little girl was so entertained.
Yeah, I told Nicole, I was like, honestly, if Daddy wasn't in here, we would never have told him that happened. And she's like, oh, I would have. I got no one on my side with that.
Yeah.
But
Dude, the officer was extremely kind.
He was
and
nice. He just gave me a verbal warning. I didn't have any paperwork or anything that I had to take home. So I really could have gotten away with it. Yeah. Sorry.
No, it was good. I was glad I was there. Yeah.
I bet you were.
Yep. So, I'm
always glad when you're around to see my embarrassing moments.
I know. I wonder how many times you are getting pulled over and I don't know about it. We mentioned earlier in the show where, we're always recording in the Arby studio, and Arby's has become a big partner here at Junior Motorsports and with Dirty Mo Media, and they are bringing the barbecue back to the Arby's menu. You can check out their new barbecue sandwich lineup. It's better than ever, featuring tender pulled pork or chopped brisket, smoked slow and low. It's really good. You won't even believe it come through a drive-thru. Arby's, they have the meats and the barbecue. It's available for a limited time at participating locations while supplies last. Prices may vary. Get your barbecue sandwich at Arby's near you today. We love to play games on this show. And
Should we
so,
play a game?
Huh?
We're going to play a game?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a game. It's called Red Flag, Green Flag.
All right.
Oh, gosh.
You get it. You want just red flags only?
Red means stop.
Yeah.
Green means go.
And so the fans have some too. Yeah.
Did you tell Travis about that before today?
I had no idea.
Really? This is just God's giving us the...
You think we prepared about
down.
this show?
Yes.
No.
I think you two are always a little scheming.
Yep. Amy has a red flag and a green flag in her hand, and we're making sure she knows which means what. Red.
So
means,
you pull through traffic when you see what color, Amy?
Red means go whenever you want.
It means just look everywhere. Look all the directions. If nobody's coming, mash the gas.
All right, so I'm going to ask some questions, and you'll say if it's a red flag or green flag. I think some fans have some flags.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah, we got a lot of flags out there. Awesome.
Flags.
Everybody's
Okay.
going to participate.
So first question is they don't like cats.
Wait, what?
Who doesn't like cats?
I'm going to say red flag.
Wait. I want to know what am I supposed to answer?
Is that a red
flag or green flag?
Oh, okay.
They don't like
red flag. You don't like cats.
That's a green flag.
There's not many red flags out there, y'all.
There's some greens.
There's a lot of cat haters here.
Green flag if you don't. Oh, yeah. So some people just like no cats.
Travis, you don't like cats?
No cat.
Yeah.
Is it an allergy? Some people do have that.
Are you scared?
Is it the shedding? Is it the tearing up of the furniture?
Is it the litter box? Yes.
There's just
Hands over the litter box.
They climb on the
The litter box.
counters.
Yeah, they
yeah,
get
cleaning
in
the litter box is a tough one. And those automatic ones,
They stare at you while you're
know about that.
sleeping too.
I like cats.
I do too. I like cats,
You know why?
but I don't like any of the other things that come with the cats.
I like cats because we used to have this one. His name was Tux because he had a little tuxedo fur,
Yeah.
and
White.
he could get out the dog door, and he'd go out the back and he'd get a mouse and play with it. And oftentimes he would just bring it to the steps and leave it there for you, like, hey, look what I got, look what I did.
Yeah.
And he's just proud of himself.
It was always mice too. It was never birds.
Yep, little mice.
Little mice.
And because our house is built in a field, so there's field all around us, and there's mice everywhere. And so I caught a mouse today in the garage.
Oh, you did?
Yep. So he brought a mouse, little field mouse, into the house all the way upstairs, jumped in the bed on top of Amy,
On my
and
chest.
let go of that mouse.
Dale was not home.
And
So this cat came all the way upstairs, and I had just moved in. I don't know if this is like, hey, welcome, or hey, get the hell out of here.
Yep.
But he had come all the way
He
up
turned
upstairs
it-
with this mouse, and it was alive. And he dropped it on my chest. He was making like a bellowing
And it
sound,
ran down her leg.
scurried down my legs, and I shot straight off my back onto my feet on the other side of the bed. I was like, holy smokes. And then we found the mouse
A couple days
a
later.
couple days
yeah.
later under the couch. She didn't
Oh, my
make it.
gosh.
But that was an
How
event.
perfect.
And that's why dogs are better.
And that's a good reason to like dogs better. Yeah.
This cat's like, Amy's hard to impress.
Yeah.
I brought it all the way in here.
He's still alive. He's
All right, next question is they always place their phone with the screen down.
Oh, that's shady.
Yeah, I do that.
That and shade screens. Like, what are we looking at, y'all?
Yeah.
But what if they're doing that so that they focus on you?
Well, yeah.
So like it's down on the dinner table
Yeah,
or at
yeah.
a restaurant.
If we're
Why
at
can't
dinner,
you just put it in your pocket?
cause that's uncomfortable.
Well, you know,
Phones have gotten too big.
That's
That's one problem. So I wish we'd never gotten bigger phones. I remember the original 3s and the 3Ss. Like those were nice, fit right down in your pocket. Now they're huge.
yeah.
But and there's no good place to carry them anymore. But
yeah,
if
you need a purse.
if we're at dinner and you go, get off your phone, I put it down. So it's to keep me from being distracted because I'll pick it back up.
Because you'll feel it
If
vibrate
I
in your
see
pocket.
something, I'll
Yeah,
go.
that's true.
If I see something, I'll go, oh God, I gotta answer that.
Yes, you
So
do feel like you have to.
I
answer
put it
everything.
away where it doesn't. Plus, I gotta watch it. It's telling me about everything that's happening on that phone.
You're connected anyway.
Yeah, but I don't know. I set mine down, up, down.
I'm the opposite. I don't really want to have to get that thing out and look. And sometimes I get it out. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's like 100 text messages to
Yeah.
respond to.
You ought to win a race.
Yeah.
Get a lot of text messages.
Dale's phone would just die.
I love when drivers win races, like Honeycutt won the truck race last week, and I was like, I text them, how many texts this morning?
Is
Just
that
to
like
see
a game?
how many. Yeah, I just kind of want to know. Usually it's like the answer is usually about 250, 300.
That's craziness.
And then I say, all right, are you copying and pasting?
The answer is yes.
Yeah. Because you'll mess around and copy and paste. So you'll say,
You don't put the name in there.
you get
That's
250,
foolish.
300 text messages, and it's all your friends, and you'll be like, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, buddy. And you'll send that to your mom or something accidentally because she'll be in there. And you're just going so fast. And it'll be like, oh, call my mom buddy.
I feel like your mom is the
Little
only one
awkward.
that wouldn't get mad about
No.
that. She probably
Yeah.
just
But it's a
pat you
giveaway
back. Yeah.
that you're copying and pasting.
Yeah. Well, at least you responded
Yeah.
to one. I don't think I would.
Yeah.
That's too much.
What did you just do? Tell your phone to call them all red?
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
get rid of that. Red flag.
Yeah.
Next question. They put ketchup on their eggs.
That's a red flag for me.
I think ketchup goes on eggs.
I like ketchup.
Not as much as hot sauce, but my daddy puts ketchup
I
on
like
his eggs.
I like hot sauce or salsa or something like that on my eggs. What else are we putting on our eggs? Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
Oh my gosh, I love mayonnaise.
know
but
about
I ain't
that,
putting it on eggs.
No way.
I can't believe you admitted that in front of all of us.
If you have like an
I'm
aioli on a
just-
sandwich, maybe.
Well, that's the
I
same
guess
as
if
mayonnaise.
it's a sandwich with bacon and all that. But just like I'm thinking scrambled eggs on a
That's
plate.
crazy.
Yeah.
Hot-
Liver mush.
Yep.
We don't need that.
We do.
Travis doesn't like liver mush.
I've never had it.
We
but
should
I
have a
just don't-
tasting on here.
All right, I will.
Crispy.
Texas Pete. Hot sauce.
Yes,
yeah.
hot sauce is
Hot
the
sauce
only
on
way
the
to
eggs. Eggs by themselves, man. That's boring. Yeah.
You get bored easy, I think.
I need my eggs to
Be
be,
jazzy.
I need them to
You
be
jazz
wild.
them up with
Yeah.
some sauce.
I need them. They ain't fun enough.
Buffalo.
by themselves. Has anybody got a pen at home with chickens?
What?
Somebody was telling me.
Coop.
Yeah, coop.
Chicken coop?
Somebody was telling me the other day I need to do that because the eggs are way better. What? Yeah.
What he doesn't understand is I already get him
Amy
chicken coop eggs. I don't get the eggs at the grocery store.
Amy wants to rescue donkeys and mules.
And cats.
No chickens.
No, I don't want to deal with snakes.
The donkeys and mules don't do nothing.
They're so sweet.
They're sweet, but they don't give us eggs.
You can't. Like, they give you hugs.
No.
You can hug on them.
I've chased them around trying to put the coats on when it was snowing.
Yeah, that was a disaster.
Yeah.
I don't feel like
Y'all should have seen that. It's snowing.
Well, Dale too. He's not real. He's not real ginger around much, and so he gets
Me?
out there and he's wafting the big things, making them all scared.
Oh, I'm not.
Like,
I need to
"Just
sneak
calm
up
down,
on them.
Ralph."
Yeah.
Yeah, he's making a bunch of racket. And of
When
course
it was
they're
snowing, me
jumping,
and Amy and
kick.
Sonny were chasing the donkeys around for about 2 hours trying to get coats on them.
It took a lot longer than it should have.
It did. And they'll kick.
Yeah.
Don't mess around.
Next question. They'll use your toothbrush.
Huh? Who's using? Nobody's using my toothbrush.
Massive red flag.
No.
Yeah. Red flag. They'll use your toothbrush. Anybody? No one. No greens.
No.
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
I'm surprised. Dale, I thought you might actually
Borrow
that.
toothbrush?
Yeah, I could see you doing that, Dale.
Let me ask you this. What if you're married and you're in a pinch? Still no. There's a couple nods, a couple greens, a couple reds. Amy and I have done that.
No,
Once,
don't tell
twice.
people that.
Why? I mean, it's been in a pinch.
Are you using mine when I'm not around?
No. You
Like
do.
if I leave it in the shower?
No.
Sometimes I like to brush my teeth in the shower.
No, like we traveled somewhere and somebody forgot theirs or,
And you're
it's
using
happened. I can't count on one hand a couple times.
I don't recall. I refuse to believe that happened.
Nowadays, you just go down to the lobby. I feel like they have those
Everybody-
things
yeah,
for
well.
you.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't happen all the time. Just once or twice.
They sleep with their socks on.
I think that's fine.
No.
I don't think it's something. I mean, I wouldn't do it.
You do it.
I wouldn't.
What?
What?
What the heck?
If I go to bed with my
He
socks
sleeps
on.
with his sweatpants on.
If I go to bed
Socks.
with my socks on, that means I'm tired as hell.
He just fell in.
That means I'm too damn tired to take them off. I've had a long day.
Or it's cold. You're old now. You get cold.
I don't like the feeling of socks on in the bed.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling.
No,
It does keep you warm though.
but I'll
The
sleep
kids
in. I'll sleep in my sweatpants sometimes when it's cold.
I don't like that feeling either.
Yeah.
Get caught up in the sheets.
You wake up in the morning and they're up to your knees.
If I'm sick, I'll sleep with socks on, but that's it.
Yeah.
Sick?
Yeah.
What's that got to do with anything?
Helps you break sweat.
Yeah.
I just
Helps your fever.
get all the blankets.
But then the socks will help too.
Do y'all believe? Now I know this is this probably been proven probably back in like the 1500s or way back.
The
but
50.
if you just pile all the blankets on and sweat, you can cure yourself. Like you come out of there when you break the sweat, like immediately you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that cool? How that works? I like that.
I know. I think
Yeah.
that's what the sock theory
Yeah.
is.
I get sick and you come in there with all this medicine and ointments and stuff, and I'm like, I'm just gonna cover up and sweat. Like that fixes it.
No, it doesn't.
Hmm?
Not just.
But it helps.
Yeah.
It does help.
Yeah.
I think socks are fine,
All right.
sick or not.
I don't know. It's not a red flag for me, but it's just I don't like it. I don't like it how it feels. So when you're doing it, it's kind of like wearing the sock with the seam around the toes.
Do they still make those?
Can't wear those. Where the seam's got to go over the toes, right? But I remember they probably don't make them anymore. But back in the day, the cheap socks, had the seam around that toe. Go terrible. I remember having to like pull that thing up over the toe and shove my foot in the shoe fast so it'd stay there.
Because you'll feel it.
Because
Little-
you thought about
hey,
it? Like you
little-
thought about it even when your foot got in the shoe, you were still thinking about the seam?
It bothers you. Yes. So our little girl Nicole, I saw her the other day messing with her seam, getting it right.
Yeah, she's
I'm like,
neurotic
yep,
like you.
I know the feeling.
Yeah,
And she's 4. She was 4 when this was happening. I was like, that's my girl.
she straightens it
Get
up.
that seam right. Can't have that thing bothering you.
I'm going to add 2 of you. Yeah, she's very particular.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they didn't even have the no-show socks. You have to roll them down yourself and like double layer.
Yeah.
That was the worst.
That took me a while to get into the no show socks.
Yeah.
That's a lot to say. But just the low sock. Like I always had ankle high socks. But then I started dating Amy. She's like, you ain't wearing them. I'm like,
With
"Why?"
your shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks weird.
Like, I don't care what you got on
I
under your
was-
jeans, but if we're going to go to Key
So-
West, you can't wear those.
I was born in a time when that was perfectly normal. And then it become not normal, and I wasn't told about it.
You weren't ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I had to rethink socks.
I think tall socks are back in now. Even the girls are wearing like
Yep,
tall,
just as I got it
scrunchy
figured
socks.
out, they're going to change it up.
Yep.
Yep.
Recycling back
Yes.
around, Ralph.
All right, next question. They offer you boxed wine.
I don't care. I just started drinking a little bit of wine here lately. I'll take some boxed wine.
We like all of the wine,
Yeah.
right?
I drank, I started out with orange juice with High Rock or vodka. My dad drank it, and so that's what I'm like, do everything Dad did. That's what I always did. And then we got the Bud deal. And me and Dad, I don't like beer. I don't like it. It's 1998, and I don't drink it, don't like it, don't hang out with my friends, I don't mess with it. And we're driving to dinner to Charlotte, me and Dad, with Teresa, and we're going to have dinner with August Bush and his dad, the dudes that own Anheuser-Busch. And I said, Dad, do I got to drink a beer? He goes, yes. And I said,
You drink it and you smile.
he
and
said,
you like it.
he said, put that thing in front of you. He said, you don't have to finish it, but you better be acting like you're drinking it, acting like you're liking it. And so that was kind of
Your introduction to beer
my
was
introduction
a
to beer.
forced
I
issue.
wasn't a big fan of it. Like, all my friends were drinking. I'm like, it don't taste good. But I acquired a taste for it.
Yeah, it didn't take
Yeah.
It really didn't take you long, I don't
No.
think.
And then, but my point is like recently, Amy has me trying the wines, and I like the whites. I don't like the reds.
He doesn't drink it slow though, so he chugs wine like
I drink-
he chugs a beer, which
Yeah,
is bad.
well, that's
bad.
something I got to learn. You're not supposed to do that.
Before we went to the boat not that long ago, and I had gotten a bottle of white wine, and I was going to share it with him, and he drank the whole thing by himself. I was like,
Yeah.
"Wow."
And it wasn't enough. But
No, he's like, "Do you have any more of that?" I was like,
What kind of
I
wine?
don't know
Lord,
how
drank
you.
the
I
whole
don't know.
thing?
I don't know how you thought me and you were gonna enjoy that.
Just have a
It
glass,
just wasn't enough.
you know,
Yeah.
just a little.
But I drink it like beer, and I got to learn how to sip it. But sipping it's not fun.
What kind of white wine?
You want
It's
me
more
to say
fun
it?
to
You
say.
only want me to say it because I don't
No, I-
pronounce it. Pinot Grigio. Pinot Grigio.
Oh,
How do you say it?
Pinot.
Pinot.
He puts it. You make it Spanish.
Yeah.
Pinot.
I put a Y in there. Like, people make fun of how I say Toyota.
You say lots of funny words.
Pinot Grigio.
Pinot Grigio.
Yeah, that's the only one I like.
It's fun to watch him order it too at a restaurant because he never gets that right. And the waitress is like, I don't think we have that.
Yeah. I don't like. That's all I like. That's the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have another question?
Or I think we're gonna pivot to some Ask Amy questions
Okay.
now.
Oh, I love it. Thank y'all for participating.
Yeah, that was fun.
I know it's warm out there. I appreciate y'all hanging in there for us.
So our first question, we had a couple of these. People want to know how's Dale with doing the girl's hair?
He's not bad, but like going back to that ginger thing, he's not real gentle. I'm not gentle brushing their hair either. I mean, who's got time for gentle when you're doing the kids' hair before school? They just do a ponytail. He can do that, but it's usually low. Like he doesn't put it high and make it spunky looking. It's just like utilitarian ponytail. And I feel like you do pretty good.
No, I think I do like.
Did you ever try like the vacuum hack that they show?
No,
No.
no. The girls don't even like it when you run the vacuum. I feel like they would run away if you'd got the shop back out and try to. Have y'all seen that? Where the guys will like put the hair, suck up the hair in the shop back, and then the scrunchie's on the shop back already, and
Oh,
he just
wow.
slides it down.
Interesting.
Dale's got some. Now he's gonna try it.
I need to make sure the shop back's clean. It ain't right now.
No, it would be a
Yeah.
disaster.
We need just a small shop back for just hair.
A hair vac.
Yeah. I like doing the hair. I like doing those type of things. I like it. I don't want to do it. It's not fun to do it. Putting hair up in a ponytail is hard to do. Kelly's better at it. Amy's better at it. I'm a guy. I don't know how to do it. I've never done it before. So it's, but I do like to show my girls that I'm capable, and I kind of, just like everything else, you want to show them that
We'll try.
Yeah, they need to trust that you can be there for them and do things for them, and so.
But that's where we draw the line. There's no curling anything. There's no braiding. No.
Yeah. I wouldn't know how to braid hair. I don't want to learn. Don't make me learn that.
I won't.
We need a Dale YouTube channel where he teaches other dads how to do
How to do hairstyles?
girl things for their kids.
No.
Oh, that'd be fun.
No.
We need submissions.
Yeah.
Things to.
Paint their fingernails.
Oh, I feel like he'd be good at that.
I probably have done that.
You
Just don't
have?
remember.
He won't let them paint his fingernails.
No.
And they asked to put makeup on him, and he says no, he won't do it.
No.
I see people do, like The Rock will let his daughter put makeup all over his face.
Just so
and
he
his
could
head.
put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
You're right. He
He
wouldn't.
He ain't doing that unless he's putting it on
Share it.
Instagram. Yeah.
That's still fun to watch.
All right.
Next question is: who is somebody living that you haven't seen that you want to see in concert?
They're still alive.
Yeah. So like Elvis is not an answer.
Leonard Skinner, that would be.
Who else?
I wish I had seen the Stones when they came to town. They were here a couple of years ago. Somebody, I want to see Ella Langley. She's coming to town too.
I mean, you have to, being a Texas girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amy's a big fan of hers.
Lainey Wilson, I did get to see her recently. She was fabulous.
I saw her open for Luke Combs.
You did?
Yeah.
Luke's great as
Really
well.
great.
I would like to see. Oh, it'd probably be Blink 182.
Blink 182.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be good.
Yeah.
Eminem would be up there.
Ooh,
My childhood.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fab.
Mine would be rock or something like that.
Mine's always country.
Yeah.
Kind of lean towards country.
All right. Next question is: how long in a road trip can you ask to stop for a restroom break?
Oh man, I feel like you need at least a 3-hour drive.
Wow. I mean, I wouldn't judge if it was an hour and a half.
I would. Like you should have done that before you got in the car. Quit drinking all them sodas.
Yeah. I think,
We go down to the beach house and it's about 3.5 hours. And if I don't give the girls full water cups, like if I give them or if I keep them up front, then sometimes we don't have to stop at all. But if we have to stop, that's like a whole 45 to an hour. Now they want to get a snack. Now
y'all are going to laugh.
we have an adventure, sideline adventure, you know what I mean? And it just
Yeah.
makes the drive that much longer.
We were just trying to figure out the parenting thing, so we weren't always getting everything right. But we had this Suburban that we'd drive down to the beach and take the kids down there, about 3.5 hour drive, and we would have one of them little kid potties in the back.
Yeah.
And if they had to pee, we'd just pull over on the side of the road and let them go in the car. And because there's no rest areas anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true.
Yeah.
And they're tiny. It was
Yeah.
easy for them to do
Yeah.
that, and we could keep going.
Yeah. Then they got old. It's one of them things they kind of grew out of, which sucks.
Yeah. The last time we went down to the beach, Nicole had to go to the bathroom, and we weren't close to anywhere
Oh my
to pull
God,
over.
that sucked.
And I turn around, and she's like almost in
Crying.
tears. I was like,
Yes.
"Oh my gosh, are you okay?" She goes, "I have to go to the bathroom really bad. You
Felt
told
like
me I couldn't go." I was
Felt like a failure of a parent.
well, I
in
didn't
that
know you
moment.
really had to go,
Yeah.
but sometimes they just want to stop to get candy and see
Yeah.
what they can get out of the gas station.
Yep.
So that was terrible.
She was so uncomfortable, and yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a
was a
bad parenting
heartbreaker.
moment.
Yep,
Oops.
And they probably wait till the last second to tell you.
They do. They never tell you with like any time
No.
to spare. So that's another part of the problem. But
Yeah.
we figured it out. Poor kid.
Next question, Amy, is what's your favorite kind of plant to have at the house outside, like springtime to have?
I like hydrangeas because they get so big and full, and they bloom all summer long.
Yeah.
I have some peonies that I'm obsessed with. I put those in the planter bed going out to the girls' play set. And those come back every year, and they're really nice, but they only bloom once. And I did cut them. We have those all around the front tree as well, and I cut them and put them in a vase inside and didn't check inside to see if there were any critters in them. And so I put them all in the water, walked away, came back about 30 minutes later, and there was little tiny bugs all over the dining table. So I have never cut those again to bring them in the house because that was hard to fix. They scattered everywhere.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those?
No.
I don't even know what kind of bugs they were, but they hide down in the middle of the flowers. I like all flowers, but
Yeah.
I like the ones that bloom over and over again. So the hydrangeas are good.
I like low maintenance stuff. What do they call it? Evergreen. Yep. Good all year.
Dale likes a boxwood.
Put it in the ground. Don't mess with it.
We recently put in some cactus at the
Yeah.
front because it's blazing sun, and so there's prickly pear growing
Yeah.
all over the place now.
We got cactus.
I know you could grow that
What
here.
says I married a Texan?
Dude, they
like that?
survived the winter. Remember it snowed like crazy this past
Yeah.
year?
Yeah.
They're still digging.
Yeah. They're getting a lot of
tough
hand.
old plants.
Amy, did you ever think about like getting a garden?
Yes, I've thought about getting a garden.
Why don't you do that first before you get your chickens?
I feel like that needs to be in the same space, a garden and a chicken coop.
Are you talking about garden on the ground or garden in the wooden box?
Probably raised beds, yeah.
Raised beds? Yeah, that's a little smaller footprint, which I like.
Well, I want to make it big.
Yeah, but I know Mom had a couple of those. And
I know, yeah. We did that together.
Crazy stuff y'all grew in there was robust. Like it grew really well.
It grew really well.
That's,
She could grow
that
anything.
seems more manageable than actually like a plot of land that you're, putting rows of corn
I'm
down.
not trying to till land, Ralph.
Yeah, okay. I was hoping not. Because I was probably going to have to be the tiller.
You're going to have to get on
Yeah.
the tractor and do
Yeah.
it? Oh, Lord. Maybe we could use the donkeys.
Chickens, Amy. Chickens.
What would you grow?
Just,
What plants? What vegetables or what would you want?
I mean, everything.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, cucumbers, all the herbs.
Yeah.
I'd sprinkle herbs in Dale's food
Tomatoes
since he
would be
likes
cool.
it so much.
Tomato sandwiches.
I've never had a tomato sandwich.
Ever?
Uh-uh.
My goodness.
I mean, I've had a BLT, but not like just straight
No.
tomato.
Yeah, you got to do tomato, salt and pepper, mayo.
Yeah, you have some weird combinations for sandwiches between that and then mayonnaise and bananas.
That was just
It's just like a mush.
very, like in 1974, that was a really nice, cheap lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I've got an idea. I'll try the liver mush if you try the tomato sandwich on one of our next shows.
Yes.
Deal.
Oh, man. Yes.
You're going to get the fresh white bread where it gets stuck to the roof of your
Yeah,
mouth?
whatever.
No. We'll feed it to him plain, a little mustard, no bread.
Do you like mustard?
I hate mustard.
Oh,
Well,
it's going to be torture.
yeah.
Fabulous.
He'll love it. We'll do it plain. We'll just,
Does anyone in the audience like liver mush?
yeah.
Yeah, so good. You got to get it really crispy.
Yeah.
It's delicious. I swore I would never try liver mush, and one day I did, and I was like, oh, this is
I
actually
know.
really good.
It sounds awful, and don't read the package,
Don't read it.
but
It's like eating a tamale. You don't want to know what's
Yeah.
what's really wrapped up in there.
me and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. both like liver mush. We hardly talk, but if he's ever cooking it, he sends me a photo of his liver mush in the frying pan.
That's an odd
Yeah.
thing to share.
We both just like it. And so when we're cooking it, I'll send him a picture.
You think of each other?
Well, it's because
we
you probably
think
don't have it
of
that
it.
often.
That's what keeps us friends. Our love for liver mush.
Connected with liver mush. Well, good for you.
All right, next question is Dale's returning to the booth. What's the girls' reaction when like they hear him on TV? Do they instantly like know it's him, or does it take a second?
They do now, but honestly, they don't let me put the race on. So that's a challenge. When he leaves, I have to fight them for the TV. We don't watch a whole lot of TV during the week, so on the weekends they get to sit and watch
Yeah.
Disney or whatever. And so I have to just remind them that the reason we're here, have this nice home, and it's because Daddy's working and now he's at the racetrack. We're going to watch it. And so when they go to the racetrack, they totally get it, but on the TV, not so much.
I have
He's got a couple cameos too, like in movies, and we'll put those
I
on
was
just
just
to
going
see
to
if
say
the
that.
kids will.
So
pay
in
attention.
Cars, the first Cars movie, I have like one little line in this 2.5, 2 hour movie. I've got this tiny little line in there, and I will sit with them through the whole movie, waiting on that line
He does. He stares at him just
and
like that.
looking
like,
right at them, going
like,
to see
he's
if they
being weird.
to see if they go, what was that? Who? It sounded familiar.
And they never do.
They
and it
never
breaks
do.
his heart.
It
He's
comes
like,
and goes, and it's like no reaction.
and he'll rewind it. I'm like, you don't
Yeah.
need to do this.
I
You don't
rewound
have
it
to
about
force
4 or
it.
5 times. Y'all hear anything unusual? Nope. What? No.
The only thing he hasn't tried yet is just repeating the line over and over again.
Yeah.
Do you know what the line is?
I don't.
I don't either.
I mean, this is like 20 years ago.
It was one line.
Yeah. One thing that I did one day 20 years ago. I remember going to the studio out on the West Coast to read the line, right? Where it was, we were going to Sonoma for the race weekend, and it was somewhere close, or at least on the same side of the country. So they had me and several other people go out to read at their studio, and you walk in, and it's this big giant building with all these offices and all these people hustling and bustling around. And we went through this door, and behind this door was this giant warehouse, and there were all these. You ever drive down the road and you see the guys that are building sheds on the side of the road, and they have their sheds for sale? It'll just be something you'd put in the backyard to keep your lawnmower in or whatever, and they'll have all shapes and sizes of sheds on the side of the road. Every town's got 2 or 3 of those little property or little businesses, those little sheds were all over this warehouse, and that was where the artists worked, and they were allowed to do whatever they wanted on the inside of their shed.
That's
and
such a strange way to work.
So I'll go into this one guy's shed, and he had a speakeasy in the back with poker. And there was guys that had little bars in the back of theirs, and they had a little secret door, and they were super creative inside. It was so fun.
Yeah.
And that's their work environment every day.
That's pretty cool.
Like when they want to take a break, go hang out in the lounge out back. It's just this tiny little room, like no bigger than 2 of these squares right here. And, they made it work. It was so fun to see how the business allowed them to kind of do whatever they wanted.
To be free.
To just create.
And that was your takeaway from the whole thing was the shed situation.
Yeah, like, hey, man, this guy's got roulette back here. We can play roulette.
You weren't even there to work. You're like, I want to just see all the sheds.
I'm like, damn, I want the job. I want a job here.
I want a shed tour.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would have been neat to see. This is back before iPhones too, so you didn't have any pictures, did you?
No.
I miss those times.
Yeah, it was very free. That's for sure. I'm so glad I got through college without iPhones. All these kids now with all the evidence.
Yes, man.
We really looked out there.
No, we did.
I deleted all my Facebook photos when I graduated college.
You did?
I wish I would have backed them up though.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't even have them saved?
No, I just deleted them.
Dumb.
I feel like they're in the universe somewhere. I feel like
cloud.
Facebook still has them.
In the internet.
Deleted
They're in that cloud over there.
They're in that cloud.
I deleted my Twitter account, created a new one. I was like,
Whole new beginning.
yeah.
Damn, man. What were you running from?
I kind of want to see your pictures now too. What did you do?
Yeah.
We had some fun. Because like I would graduate right when like the iPhone was like
Coming out.
the last 2 years you could take photos and stuff. So it was
what was the first app? Remember we got our iPhones, and they're like, you can put apps on these things, games or whatever. I got the beer drinking one. Remember the beer drinking when you turned it up? You pretend like you were drinking a beer on the
The
screen.
screen looked like a beer can.
I spent $99 for that just to
look.
do that a couple times.
So dumb.
I miss the days of buying ringtones.
I wonder how much the beer app guy made off that thing.
He's probably doing pretty well.
Oh man, I'm sure he spent it by now. But
He's spent all of his money.
Well,
Maybe he's making new apps.
yeah.
I remember Looped. Do you remember doing Looped?
Yes. Yeah.
Tracking each other basically
Tracking
is
each
all you were
other,
doing.
So we got about 2 minutes left here. So let's be quick with this one. There
One
it
more
is.
question?
One more question is, at what point in a relationship should you offer a spare key?
Oh. Dang.
2 minutes.
That's a
great
hard
question.
one.
I'm glad you had a good one for the end.
I feel like that's
Spare key, Amy.
when you move in. Like
What?
you don't get a key till you move in.
Whoa.
Yeah. You're not just going to come in and hang out when I'm not there. Why are you coming over if the door's locked?
Well, maybe I'm getting there before you.
No.
Maybe you're working late.
No, you're not.
And I'm like, hey, I'm
hang out at your
coming to
house.
stay. I'll be there early. No hide a key, nothing.
Well, maybe there's a hide key, but it's not yours to take home.
No.
I feel like you don't get a key till you move in. Am I right with that? Is that?
Man.
I feel like that's a good
okay.
standard. You can't just be giving keys out.
All right. I like to.
What if
I like
you
to
change
show
your mind
my.
and you want your key
I'm
back?
trying.
That's a
I like
whole
to show my
situation.
trust. My trust is building. Here's a key.
No,
yeah.
that's too much responsibility.
Really?
Yeah. Because then you especially be like, here's a key. If you want to have dinner ready by 5, that'll be great. It's going to come with baggage and rules and all kinds of things.
Well, I don't know. I think, I'm not good at relationships, I guess. Yeah. You taught me how to do everything. So.
Well, I don't know if I'm doing it right, especially with the way that we're raising our children. There's a lot of touch and go moments.
Yeah, she's the criminal.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's right. You go back to that light situation.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, appreciate everybody coming out today. It's been a lot of fun. This is, hope you guys will
Thanks
stick
for
around.
hanging out
Yeah.
in the sunshine.
Hope y'all stick around for Door Bumper Clear. They're coming up after this. Thanks again to Arby's for sponsoring Bless Your Hardt and all of our live shows today. You got to remember to check out their new barbecue sandwich lineup next time you stop into an Arby's. Thank you again to Red Bull, High Rock Vodka, and thank y'all. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.